Good morning, preschool. Since we can't be together, I'm coming to you in a video. So let's start with our finger play. Our 10 fingers. Let's put them all up on top of our heads. I have 10 fingers, and they all belong to me. I can make them do things. Would you like to see? I can shut them up tight, and I can open them up wide. I can put them all together, and I can make them all high. Put them behind your back. I can make them jump up high, put them up above your head. I can make them go down low. I can fold them up quietly and hold them just so. Okay, we're all ready for our stories. So I have, since today is the Monday before Halloween, a lot of Halloween stories that I'd like to share with you. Okay, so our first one is going to be Who Will Haunt My House on Halloween? It is by Jerry Pallotta and illustrated by David Bidzricki. Okay, Who Will Haunt My House on Halloween? It's Halloween. The girl's getting all ready, getting her candy all ready. I'm scared. I wonder who will haunt my house tonight. Werewolves might trick or treat. They would howl at the moon. So let's all howl like werewolves. Ow! Very good. Maybe scary ghosts will show up. They can take the candy. I'll stay away from them. Oops. Oh no, zombies! Please stop. I'm afraid of real live dead people. Uh-oh, spooky bats. Run, run, run. There are zillions of them. No, I'm really scared. This isn't funny. Look who shows up. No, no, thank you. I'm not thirsty, she tells the three witches. I don't like spiders. The web is all over me. Yuck. Skinny skeletons can come to trick or treat. I'm not touching their bony fingers. Wow, jack-o'-lanterns are everywhere. They've even left me a spooky message and it says, "Boo to you." Owls might visit. Hoot, that's right, hoot. They love to fly at night. Dinosaurs, what are you doing here? You're extinct. Help! Scarecrows aren't supposed to walk. Back off! No birds allowed in this house. Did anyone trick or treat? Asks my mom. No, it's been very quiet. Look at the little girl and her cat like to keep them all out. Ding dong, someone's at the door. Let's all go trick-or-treating. What fun. We are on our way to haunt your house. Happy Halloween. The end. Okay, here's another one. There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. By Lucille Calandro, illustrated by Jared Lee. There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. I don't know why she swallowed a ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a mask. Nobody had to ask why she swallowed that mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed ghost, but she didn't boast. That's a mask of that's right, a kitty cat. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider. Her mouth opened wider to fit in the spider. Gigantic spider. She swallowed the spider to string up the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed a ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a flashlight. It made a splash bright when she swallowed the flashlight. I wonder what she's going to come at the end. She swallowed the flashlight to brighten the spider. She swallowed the spider to string up the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed the ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a cloak, which is a cape and a hood attached. She didn't choke when she swallowed that cloak. She swallowed the cloak to cover the flashlight. She swallowed the flashlight to brighten the spider. She swallowed the spider to string up the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed a ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed some crows. Everybody knows while she swallowed those crows. Do you know? I don't have a clue. She swallowed the crows to lift the cloak. She swallowed the cloak to cover the flashlight. She swallowed the flashlight to brighten the spider. She swallowed the spider to string up the mask. She swallowed, oh, I'll show you that page. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed a ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a potion. Her plan was set in motion when she swallowed that potion. She started to creep as quiet as a mouse. She's coming to someone's house to scare all of her friends at the haunted house. And there's the ghost, the mask, the spider, the cloak, the potion, the flashlight, and the crows, all to scare her friends. Happy Halloween. The you like that one. Next one is Room on the Broom. And we have our witch and our cat, and they're flying on the witch's broomstick. The Room on the Broom is by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. The witch had a cat and a hat that was black, and long ginger hair in a braid down her back. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off her hat. And there's her hat right there. Down cried the witch and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with a hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. So we have the cat, the witch, and now a dog on her broomstick. Over the fields and forests they flew, and the dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid, just like that. Down cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her braid in the bow, I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch, so the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. So who do we have on that broomstick? We have the witch, the cat, the dog, and now the green bird. Uh-oh, what's happening? It's starting to rain. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The birds shrieked with glee and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow and let go of her wand. Down cried the witch and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, I'm a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me? Yes, said the witch, so the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy. And so let's see all those people on that broom now. We have the witch, the dog, the cat, the frog, the green bird. It's getting kind of full. The broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. I am a dragon as mean as can be, and which with French fries tastes delicious to me. No, cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes and said, just this once, I'll have witch without fries. Oh no, so there's the dragon coming after our witch. And she's down on the ground with the dragon behind her. But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. He was tall, dark and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads, it had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, buzz off, that's my witch. Look closer. Look at that hideous creature. Can you see who those animals are? The dragon drew back and he started to shake. I'm sorry, he spluttered. I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly. And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat and phew, said the dog. And thank you, oh thank you, the grateful witch cried. Without you I'd be in that dragon's inside. So who was that hideous monster after all? It was made up of the cat and the dog and the frog and the bird who the witch gave a ride on her broomstick. Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, find something, everyone, throw something in. So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well. And while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoo. Then out rose, let's see what she made in that cauldron with all that stuff. A truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a pool for the frog. Yes, cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. And there they are on that special broomstick she had made for the animals who saved her from the ferocious dragon. And the end. Okay, one more story. We have Scaredy Cat Splat by Rob Scotton. And because there's only one name, he not only wrote the story, he was the author, but he was also the illustrator. He did the pictures as well in the story. Mom, cried Splat the cat, there's a scary spider on my jack-o'-lantern. He's small and hairy with really funny eyes. Splat's voice wobbled with worry. But you're small and hairy with really funny eyes, said his mom. Splat thought for a moment. But I haven't got 8 legs, he replied. If you had, maybe you'd be a scary spider too, teased his mom. Splat made a scary spider face. Splat's mom caught the spider under a glass jar. Splat looked closely at the spider. It didn't look so scary now that it was trapped. So there's Splat's scary spider face, and there's the poor spider all caught up in the jar. Can I take the spider to school for Halloween? Asked Splat. We've all made jack-o'-lanterns and everyone is dressing up in costume, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. And she is going to tell a ghost story. And there's a prize for the scariest cat. And I want to be that scariest cat. So please, can I take the spider to school? Please, he added, without taking a breath. Okay, said his mom. Where's your Halloween costume? Asked his mom. Splat pulled a broom from the closet and sat on it. Ha ha, look at me. I am Scary Witch's cat, cried Splat, racing around the kitchen. Oh, you certainly are scary, said his mom. There's our Splat riding the witch's broom. Then disaster struck. Splat tripped over his tail and with a crack, the broom handle snapped in two. His Scary Witch's cat costume was ruined. Oh, I have nothing to wear, Splat groaned. Even Seymour the mouse couldn't console him. Splat's mom had an idea. She stuffed some old socks with scrunched up newspaper and tied them to Splat with string. There, she said. Splat looked in the mirror and jumped back with a squeal. Oh, I scared myself, he said. He looked again, and this time he smiled. Look at me, he cried, waving his sock legs. I'm a big, scary sock spider. And there he is, our scary sock spider. Splat placed his jack-o'-lantern and spider on his wagon and set off to school. On the way, he met Spike dressed as a mummy and Plank dressed as a skeleton. They're pretty scary, said Splat. Seymour nodded and trembled a little bit when he saw them. I'm scarier, said Splat. Splat made his scariest spider face and growled. Let's make our scary spider faces. And growl. Spike and Plank didn't even blink. Instead, let's see what they do. Boo! Cried Spike, and boo! Cried Plank. Splat yelped and jumped high in the air and landed in a heap. Ah! Splat sighed. Spike and Plank are both scarier than me. Seymour nodded and trembled a little bit more. I'll never win the prize for the scariest cat, said Splat. The sock spider, the skeleton, and the mummy continued on their way to school. In class, everyone showed their jack-o'-lanterns, and they're all different and look very scary. Splat's jack-o'-lantern made everyone laugh. Splat sighed. I'll never win the prize for the scariest cat. Seymour shook his head. They look scary. But Splat's is kind of fun and cheerful. Not scary at all. Everyone placed flashlights in their jack-o'-lanterns, and Mrs. Wimpy Dimple turned down the lights and whispered in her best ghost story voice. In the dark, dark wood, there's a dark, dark house. In the dark, dark house, there's a dark, dark room. In the dark, dark room, there's a dark, dark box. And in the dark, dark box, there's a ghost! Mr. Wimpy Dimple cried, and the class jumped in fright. Splat was so startled his tail whipped around and sent his jack-o'-lantern spinning through the air. And what goes up must come down. Splat! And look at it, came down, I think, on Splat's head. Unable to see anything, Splat stumbled around the classroom, and he's going, whoo! Everyone shrieked as the pumpkin head glared at them and made these strange, let's make them, whoo sounds. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple turned on the lights and lifted up the wayward jack-o'-lantern. The shrieking turned to laughter as Splat fell out. Calm down, hushed Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Now, class, who should win the prize for being the scariest cat? Let's see, who do you think should be the scariest cat? And you were right. It was Splat. They all cheered. The end. Well, I hope you liked all of our Halloween stories. I do have one more we can read. And it's my favorite because it has a dog who's a pug, and it has a pig who's a pig. And they have a series of books, and this one is their Halloween. That's called Trick or Treat. This is Pug and Pig's house. As you can see, it's all decorated for Halloween. And there's two little characters walking in the yard, all dressed up in their costumes as, you're right, skeletons. This is Pug and Pig's scarecrow. It looks like a sunflower to me. And these are Pug and Pig's pumpkins. And if you could see, one looks like a pig and one looks like a pug. And these are Pug and Pig's costumes. And what do they look like? Skeletons? You're right. Pig loves the snug fit of his costume. She likes how her bones glow in the dark. She likes the mask that covers her face. Will anyone know who she is? Pig likes her costume very much. But Pug does not like his costume at all. His insides feel so squished inside, and his outsides feel so squashed. He does not like the mask that covers his face. No one will know who he is. Pug does not like his costume until he bursts out of it, and his costume's all over the yard. Pig's looking on like, uh-oh. Tonight is Halloween. This is Pig in costume, and this is Pug not in costume. Pug doesn't care about Halloween anymore. Well, what will our pig do? But someone else does, and it's Pig. She really wants to go Halloweening. Who will answer the door with Pig? Who will trick or treat with Pig? Who will go to the Halloween party and eat tasty tidbits with Pig? Well, Pug gets an idea. Jumps off of his chair, runs out through his doggy door, and he runs into his backyard. His idea is in the muddy corner of the backyard. And here's his muddy corner. Let's see what he's going to do. And that's right, he goes splat into his muddy corner. Why, who is this? Perhaps it's Pig's shadow. Look, Pig answers the door with her shadow. Pig goes trick-or-treating with her shadow. Pig goes to the Halloween party and eats tasty tidbits with her shadow. And Pig loves Halloween, and Pig now jumps into that muddy pile. And now we have two muddy friends cozy in their doghouse. And so does Pug. Happy Halloween. So boys and girls, have a very nice Halloween, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.